This one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's second down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Complete to Stewart, right side. And Stewart lost the football. It's loose. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about this training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. It's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. With Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Jets in possession as we begin quarter number 2 here. They'll face a third down conversion attempt here, 3rd and 3. Now back to throw. Open man is Stewart. It's complete. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
Here we go now.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet first down. A handoff as they run the counter play. That's going to go as a loss of a yard. Down.
That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats. But really, should he have to absorb that one? He had no chance on that play before they overwhelmed him.
Pretty much on top of him before he could take his first step. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And this is incomplete. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. So the D-line's going to spread out. On third down, he'll drop to throw. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Christian Covington with a big-time. Sack on third down, and it'll be a loss of 7. On fourth down, here's Lachlan Edwards to punt it. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. And here comes the Texans now. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
They go play action here on first down. Dancing to his left. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Leonard Williams in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Second down, here's Watson. And he is out of bounds, getting it across the 30-yard line. A good pickup there of 22. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Here's Watson now on second down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Jordan Jenkins leading the surge there. He drops him for a loss of 6.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
In a blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. Watson. Flush to his right. Now he's going to sit. And got his man complete. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. Give him 30 yards there. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. A minute 58 to go in this first half of play. We'll come back to MetLife Stadium after this short timeout.
Come on, let's go.
Play action from Miller. Now Watson. Hauled in by Anderson, left side. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Let's go, Ohio!
Watson on third down. He finds his target, Fuller. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. On first down, it's Watson. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on second down.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
On second and 10, Watson setting up the screen for Miller. And he's brought down. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Now a play fake here on first down. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field, it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Let's go!
Faking the give. Now Watson. Escaping the pressure right. That is caught inside the 5. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 5 at the 4. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. A long drive here. Play 12 coming up for the offense. To the air yet again, Watson. And he slings one that's incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up.
And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Lamar Miller, his second touchdown on the season. And the Texans will extend their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here of the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Jets offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it is going to be 15 yards.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to take this one down to the 25. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
Let's go!
He'll drop to throw. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Robbie Anderson as the first half is winding down. And the Jets are able to make this a close game again. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played. And now out comes Houston. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Now it's Watson sliding out of the pocket. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. They'll put Fuller in motion right. shot before the break. Watson steps away to his left. And that'll be incomplete. So we have reached halftime here. It's the visitors, the Texans, out in front. As we'll send you down the coast to Orlando, where we check in with our friend Larry Ridley and the EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This one fielded at the 5. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Here's the Jet offense now. They head out to take over. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he's got some space here. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A Jet first down, 18 big yards that time. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He's got his man. It's Curse. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
His throw caught right around the 6. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there. If he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback has to slide and find open space to throw.
They come out here in the eye. Second and goal. Defense digging in again here. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a third and goal. They'll try and punch it in with Crowell. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Isaiah Crowell, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Santos now to add the PAT. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
To throw on second is Watson. He'll buy some time right. That's caught right side by Anderson. At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. A little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a 2nd and 11. The wide receiver moving to a new spot. After the run, Watson going to throw. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's third.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of. Otherwise, he was going to get sacked.
And an update from our nation's capital in D.C. And the Eagles have scored again now to extend their lead. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. Throwing on third down, Watson. Completion left side to Miller. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that'll bring up fourth down. Here's Brad Wing now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. We'll call that a 47-yard punt, a return of just 3. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. They run the counter now on first down. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground.
Here we go now.
He'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. J.J. Watt in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Back now here on EA Sports. All square, 14 apiece to score as we get ready for the fourth quarter.
Here we go now.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
The Jets on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. They'll set up to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Now Edwards to kick as he sends it away. That's pulled in at the 32. Almost outkicked his coverage there. 48-yard punt, but 10 on the return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Watson on 1st down. Throw left side complete. It's Anderson. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. That's good for a Texan 1st down, a 12-yard pickup.
Nice job. Nice patience right there. Put him on the right side. Let him work his way across. Put the ball in his hands and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
On 1st and 10, Watson. And he's got his man on the out route. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another 1st. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Now a 1st down throw, Watson. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And the slot man goes in motion left. Time running out here on the play clock. Off of play action, it's Watson. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Leonard Williams in there to get him his 2nd sack now in the afternoon. Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long after that sack. What does Watson have in his arsenal? Back to throw, Watson. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. The Jets offensive unit ready to get going here. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And now running right through it. Space to maneuver at the 40. And an alley to run. Look at this. Middle of the field. A breakaway. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A great play there. His 1st touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Jets have taken the lead. And he knocks it through. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And now out comes Houston. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on 1st down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
He's going to launch this thing way downfield. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Throwing again on 2nd and 10, Watson. And this one's incomplete.
Got no command that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Let's go.
And he motions the wide receiver. On 3rd down, Watson. He's going to wind up and air it out. That's caught at the 25. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Will Fuller, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game.
The receivers have been running them ragged. Maybe some tired legs in the secondary, maybe some tired legs in the pass rush. Didn't get to him, and look what resulted. A touchdown, tie game. They've got a chance to take the lead.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Jets offense about set to take over as they head onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
That's complete over the middle to Stewart. And he's brought down after a good gain. A really nice gain of 25 yards. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Incomplete. Robbie Anderson, the man he was looking for. And it's 3rd down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
The Jets on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. They'll look to throw here. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. I guess you can't be afraid to take those chances late in the game. He tried to fit that one in there. Nice job, though, defensively.
But to your point, it was a nice job of knocking the ball away. But you're also right. You can't be afraid to take those chances. That means your guys going downfield to catch the ball, they've got to elevate their game and come down with these in order to keep your offense moving.
He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first.
Here we go now.
And to give this time to the tailback. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Stewart. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first.
This defense needs a big play in the worst way because so far they're not putting up much of a fight. If they don't get a stop here soon, this game could be over for them.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And now the Texans want to call another timeout. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play. He'll look to throw. Complete to Stewart, right side. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Just a yard, but that's all they needed. And by the slimmest of margins, it'll be 1st and goal. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. 6 yards still to go here on 2nd and goal. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rush is just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
4th down now, and defensively, Charles, you know, they're just asking this crew for one more stop.
And you know that they're feeling the momentum right now, but they have to be very careful not to get over-exuberant, overexcited, and blow an assignment and give up the big first down.
And it is good. He splits the uprights on the chip shot. And the Jets are going to win the football game. And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. About that victory.
So for the Jets, it's back-to-back victories now after the Week 1 defeat as they move to 2-1. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for Houston, they'll fall to 1-2.
Honorable C note.
Yeah, little fish.